Hi, this is Mandy from Sunflowers and Doors. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do a two quick projects, ephemera holders, and we are going to do these in conjunction with the Junk Journal Ideas and Inspirations Facebook group challenge for it was August and part of September, which is to craft the colours of the rainbow. So I've pulled out some, these are actually orange, believe it or not. I've pulled out some orange papers, and then I've pulled out some of the little papers here, and then some scraps or bits that were left over from other projects. That might be a starting point. And then I've done the same with the greens, and we're going to make a couple of ephemera holders. They are really quick, really easy. And we'll see how we get on. So I'm going to start, let's just pop those there out the way, and I'm going to start on the oranges. I'm going to try and make this as easy as possible. You can score, but I don't think you need necessarily to score. I'm just going to guesstimate. Now this is going to be an ephemera holder, so I want it to fold over in 3 pieces. I'm not measuring, I'm just folding it over in 3 pieces. Okay, so a simple 3-fold piece there. And then what we're going to do is I am going to just take the corners off this fold over piece. Thank you to those of you who gave me some ideas on how to do that, because that rounder I was having murder with, but if you switch it over, it does actually work a lot better. So thank you. There was a couple of people who suggested that, so yeah, I had a go and it worked really well. So what we then have is we have 3 sections. If you make the top section slightly deeper, you could probably utilise that better, but I am just going to utilise what we've got here. Okay, so I'm hoping these pieces fit, which they do. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to first of all create some pockets. And like I said, these are so simple, these ephemera holders. So simple. So this is going to be the first pocket here. And I think I am going to put a divot in here. It can be anywhere, doesn't have to be the middle. And that is going to be one of our pockets here. Really simple. So I'm just going to glue that down. Oops, a daisy. So warm, but I'm leaving this to the early evening, so at least it's getting cooler. I've got the back door open and neighbours are playing UB40, so I don't know if you can hear it, but I've had worse ways of spending a Saturday evening. It's really quite mellow. And I think I'm going to use this as my second piece, the second pocket. So again, I'm just going to measure that. And again, I'm going to put a little divot in this I'll do this end this time. And that is going to go in this fold here. Okay, so I'm going to glue these bits here. And I am going to, oops, Daisy, I'm going to turn that, kind of slightly fold it over so I can place this down and know that I can place it without it affecting that fold. So there is our second pocket. And then for the third pocket, I'm only going to do a really small pocket up here. That is actually a perfect fit because I think that came out the same pad as this. So I'm going to do a really small pocket for the top because it's not going to hold much, if anything, to be honest. It might hold a few bits and pieces, it might not, but if it's there, let's decorate it. And should I go for that colour? I might go for that colour because it stands out and contrasts more in line with the others. So again, I'm just going to fold this here so I know where to place this without it being bothersome. Okay, so we now have 3 folders. I do have some like a vellum-y, glittery, orangey vellum stuff. I don't think that's the technical term for it, but it is really, really cool. It's see-through, and I might use a little bit of this to create a second pocket for both of these. So I'm just going to put it against that so I can make sure I get a straight piece. And I could put a piece there as well. Like that. Now these things don't generally tend to have a great habit of sticking well with glue. So I'll try it and see what it looks like. If it doesn't look great, we can always cover the glue parts up with something else. It's not too bad, actually. Okay, I'll do the same with this one. Okay, so we got 2 there. Now I've got this stuff here which I absolutely love. It's Tim Holtz, like oh gosh, what do you call it? It's like film strip, and I love using this. So I'm gonna use some of this, not as a pocket, just as a bit of decoration for that top piece here. like that. If you've got really steady hands, which I don't, you could have glued it really close and used it as a pocket. I'm just using that for decorative purposes at the moment. So we've got 2 pockets down here, we've got 2 pockets here, and we've got 1 pocket here, and it folds up like this as a folio. So what we still need to do is decide on what we're going to have as our closure. So I think I'm going to go for a policy closure. I'm going to grab my little... no, what I might do for this, actually... So I think that might look quite cool. I'm going to have to put some brads in there, which might get in the way of the pocket. Might not. So the other thing we could do is put a piece of this on here, with that on top, and the brads through that. Let's have a look, shall we? Not sure if these brads actually fit through here. Yeah, they do, because they're quite chunky ones. So we'll pop that like that. And then we'll do the same over here. Except I can't see what I'm doing here. There we go. So that's going to go like that. And we can glue that on there. Like that. So we can put a little label in there and that will look quite nice. So I'm not going to do a closure as such on that one, but I'm going to pop that over to one side while I do the second piece, which is going to be the yellow, the green one. Now with the green one, I've got this beautiful green paper here, and then on the other side is really dark green. And I don't know which side I want to be on the outside, to be honest. I think we're going to go with the dark colour on the outside. So again, I'm not going to measure this. I'm just going to choose a point. I'm going to fold this over here, like so. I'm going to take off my corners. So it is 10 over there. Didn't do that very well, did I? That's better. Okay. With this one, I am going to have these are, can't remember what they're called. I think they're stick pins. Tracy Fox did a video on these, and they're brilliant. Sorry, I'm just going to drink. They're brilliant for putting closures on. So I am going to measure this one. This is 19, so it's going to be 9.5 centimetres. It's going to be the central point there. I am going to, because it's quite thick, use my small cropped out. Oops, it's easy. Still trying to get to grips with this new setup I've got, but it's not always working. So I'm going to pop that through there. I'm going to pop this over here. Let's turn that way, and then we can open these up like that. And we've got a closure all ready to go. Okay, so I've got some card here again. This should fit because it's from the same pad. It was just a different piece that I used, so I'm going to use that one for the bottom. I'm dropping things all over the place at the moment, but luckily so far I've been dropping them the right way up, which doesn't always happen. Still struggling with the shakes at the moment, so it doesn't make doing things like this that easy. Okay, we might come back to that. And that is going to be possibly, I'm not going to put a pocket up there because of that. So what I am going to do is use a piece of this, and then see how wide that is first, because it's not going to let me cut it like that unless I get the big one out, which I don't really want to do. So again, I'm not going to measure this piece here, I'm just going to choose a pocket size. Put divot in that, and then that is going to go in this one here. So again, I'm just going to fold that up so I can see exactly where I need to pop that, so it doesn't interfere with the closure or the fold. There and there. I think I'm going to put a little pocket on the front here for this one. Nothing too big. Just a little pocket, break the green up a little bit. And I'm going to glue that on there, because we're not using 3 pockets inside, no, because of that closure we've applied. So I am going to pop this on here, like that. Okay, And then I am going to try and put no, I'm not. I don't like that. Like that. Gosh, it's warm. I could put that across there like that. I think that'll look nice. Give it a Tim Holtz feel. Who doesn't like a Tim Holtz feel? Okay. And I'm going to pop that on again, so it's going to be just a tiny little pocket. Okay. So that will be our green one, and that will be our orange one. So I'm going to now fill them up and decorate them with some goodies. I don't know where I got that from, but I do like that. Although if I cut it down, it would go in there as well. The light all of a sudden is disappearing. Yeah, and that goes in there. Quite cool. Yeah, the light is certainly starting to disappear. So I'm just going to quickly pop one of my lights on. Okay. So let's decorate. Let's get our little snippets out first, because there's always room for snippets on the front of anything. Wow, on the front, on the inside, on the back. We just love snippets. Okay. And some of these, in fairness, the actual fronts don't need that much decoration. It's just the inside I might want to add a few bits and pieces to. So, we've got some tags snippets we can add to some of these pockets. They're quite busy pockets anyway, again, so there's not a lot of decoration that's needed. Just a bit to kind of break it up a little bit, I suppose. Like that. Just some really, really simple decorating there. And I want to do some on this one because it's quite, it's a lot barer than the others. So let's grab some snippets. I mean, that's not one of my favourites. They're actually now all over the floor, which is not a good thing. So I might do something a little bit more simple. We'll have one of these there, like that. And we'll have one of these on top. Just like that. Just to break that cover up a little bit. We could put a tiny little pocket here. That might look quite cool. Or not, no, I'm not going to do that. So, these are now our 2 folios. Do we want to cover that? No, I think it's a bit too, flush off the page to cover, so I'm not going to do that. What I have done is I've pulled out one of these, because I quite like the idea of something like that on the front of this one. So we would only be gluing the top section of it. Like that. I think I've used the one I was going to use for the orange. So I've got another one here. No, okay. So that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to grab our green one. And we are going to, no we're not, we're going to grab our orange one. And we're going to fill it up with a few bits and pieces that I've just pulled out. So we've put some bits and pieces in there. We can fill that up with more bits and pieces. We've got that can go there. So I think happy with that. The brown one, or orange one even. And then the green one. And then we can pop that in there like that. I'm going to take that out and I'm going to put that inside as well. Okay, that's better. And then all we need for that really is some string or whatever it is you want to close it with. So I've got some of this that came with some Tim Holtz tags. I'm not really sure. I'm going to be able to open it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to start by putting a knot in here. Like that. And then another one in there. And then I'm going to cut this. And this is going to come around here. 1, 2, and then we'll wrap it round. Like that. And we'll cut that like that. So they are our 2 ephemera holders. This was an inspired video. Can I remember who inspired it? Not off the top of my head, because I have been watching so many videos lately. But I will put the information in the description box below. Yeah, again, really simple. What, half an hour, and we've got 2 really, really simple, chunky ephemera holders full of lovely goodies, fabulous for Happy Mail or little prizes, if you do competitions for your YouTube channel. But yeah, really enjoyed putting those together. I hope you like them. Again, it'd be really good to get an idea of what you think, so please be free to use the comment section below. As always, I'll say to you until the next video, stay safe, be well. I will catch you very, very soon. Until then, bye for now.